Hi everybody, so I thought I would try something a little different in a different type of setting. Normally I'm over there on my kitchen table and it's just the wood setting in the background, so I figured I'd try something different. It's kind of hard though because the blinds behind me allow in the most light, but then you can't see them behind me, so whatever. So welcome everybody to my channel once again. I just figured I would do an update. I keep on doing update videos, but then I don't upload them because either they're too long or I feel like they just don't have any quality content or anything like that. Sorry if I'm rocking back and forth. I'm in a rocking chair, which I recently got and I absolutely love. But so yeah, so I'll kind of go and update everything. I'll try to start recording videos more often. I find periods where I do really well and then I fall off the bandwagon. And then I do really well and then I fall off the bandwagon. Kind of just like dieting. So let's see. So I don't recall the last time I've spoken with you guys, but if I'm not mistaken, well, I don't know. Anyways, so the long and short of it is basically just kind of been doing well, falling off the wagon, doing well, falling off the wagon. So I was on spring break a couple of weeks ago, and so I was able to get back on track. I lost about 8 pounds. And then coming off of spring break, there's just been some challenges at work, which I can't go into, but if you're a teacher, you know that your kids, your students start becoming like your kids, and all the struggles they go through, you feel those struggles too. And therefore, at the end of the day, sometimes you need to de-stress, and unfortunately, for me and probably many of you, is one of the ways to de-stress is eating, because it makes us feel better for that short period of time. So I've been battling with that. I did gain most of the weight back, so I am back at 200. I was able to talk to my doctor, talk to the nurse who talked to the doctor and get my goal weight changed to 200. So it is at 200, so technically I still am at goal, so I'm at lifetime, which is great. I think just more than anything, as I've probably mentioned before, is just the most important thing is just not giving up and just keep on going, and eventually you'll get there. It may take a while, but before you know it, that time will have passed. I mean, for the most part, it's taken me nearly 4, almost 5 years to lose 100 pounds. And if you think about it, you're like, wow, it's going to take me 4 years and I'm only going to lose 25 pounds in a year. But then those, 5 years have come and gone rather quickly. I mean, there are definitely times I felt like I felt every single day and every single moment, but nevertheless, it's gone. So just keep on going. Even if in a year it's only 10 pounds, in 2 years it'll be 20 or 30 or whatever the case may be, and eventually you'll get there. There are going to be periods where you do well and then you don't do well. That having been said, I figured I'd actually do a couple of maybe kind of food-ish finds, because I always really like those, so I thought maybe everybody else would, like you guys would like to see this as well. So one of the things, especially once going from Points Plus to Smart Points, was the challenge was cereal. If anybody likes cereal, even if you started Weight Watchers before that, you began to realize rather quickly that cereal is expensive as far as points go. Some cereals for 3/4 of a cup can be anywhere between 5 and 6 points. And it sounds like, oh, 3/4 of a cup sounds reasonable until you actually pour 3/4 of a cup of cereal and you feel like, wow, that's like 2 bites. So I've been on the lookout for one. I do like, Aldi's has a brand of basically shredded wheat with no sugar. And there are other stores that have it. You just gotta look for unsweetened shredded wheat, which I really like that. But that's, I believe, 2 or 3 points for a cup. And then of course the Cheerios, or the generic brand of Cheerios unsweetened, is 1 cup is I think 2 or 3 points, and then 2 cups is like 5 or 6. And so somebody had mentioned on Connect a type of unsweetened puff rice or something like that that was low in points, and I was on the search for that and I really couldn't find it. Even online it was pricey and I didn't want to pay that much for it, but I found something else that was low points as well, and I have come to find that I really like it. And so this is what it is. So it is this here. So this is one of the brands, and this is, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Kamut Puffs. Kamat Puffs. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but this is really awesome. This brand is Nature's Path. So here, you guys, if anybody's interested in taking a screenshot, Nature's Path Kamut Puffs. Like I said, I don't know how to pronounce that. There's also Arrowhead has a brand, usually in any type of health food stores. Like I have found this at Sprouts. Somebody else mentioned they had found it at Fraser Farms. So some type of store like that. I haven't seen it in any traditional stores like Stater Brothers or Albertsons or Vaughn's or anything like that. But try to see if you can't find this, or maybe even find it online. I think it's actually pretty reasonable on Amazon. And then, I don't know if you can see the nutrition information on that there, but basically how it points out is basically 1 cup of this is 1 point, 2 cups is 2 points, and 3 cups is 4 points. So as far as adding up, doubling up on the amount you get, it adds up really nicely. Like I said, 2 cups for 2 points. I have yet to find a cereal that's that low in points. Let me see if you can see. So they look like this. There used to be this brand of cereal. My mom used to get it. It was in like a gold colored box, and there was this little like bear. I want to say it was like Crispy Smacks or Sugar Smacks or something like that. And that's pretty much what it tastes like, but without the sugar. So I just add a little bit of unsweetened stevia to that, and it's perfect with some almond milk. You can use a half a cup of almond milk, some type of sweetener, and you can keep it at the 2 points. If you use a cup of almond milk, that adds a point. But like I said, I usually don't use that much. I don't drink the milk afterwards. I just mainly use it just to kind of soften the cereal. But yeah, that's really good. I really recommend it. Another thing I've been doing is, I've been doing this past week, is me and my sister went to a tea house during spring break, and one of the things they gave us while we were waiting was a glass of water, and the water had, I want to say like basil or mint. I think it was a mixture of a couple of different herbs. I want to say it was probably basil and mint. And I drank it, and at first I was like, oh, this kind of tastes weird, but then as I was drinking it more, you know how sometimes you're just like, okay, it's interesting. I'm not sure what I think. So my sister got this for me for my birthday. It's one of the Starbucks large, like Venti, Trenta, whatever those things are called, cups. I want to say, doesn't say how much. It's definitely larger than the Venti, because the Venti would probably go up to here. So it's definitely a lot larger, but I've been using it for water and tea, and I've actually, I don't know if you can see them or not, I've added some mint leaves. I went to a local store and I got some mint leaves, so I just put some fresh mint leaves in there, and it just kind of absorbs in the water. It's not super strong or anything, but it gives a nice flavor to it. Now, normally I'm a person that I don't care to have lemon in my water, I don't care to have anything in my water, but it's been a nice change, so maybe just try it and see what you think. I'm trying to find more liquids that are low in points to kind of, when I'm feeling that urge to snack, have something to kind of help. Another thing I have found is if you've been watching my channel at all lately, you notice that I've been really into teas. Ever since I went to a tea house for my birthday, I've really been interested in trying different teas, and it's helped me with my diet soda addiction. I still drink diet soda, but some days are better than others. But I found this tea. I did review this on my channel. This is the Harney & Sons Royal Wedding Tea. They put this out for the, they've had this before, but they put this in the little canister, I think, for the first time. I'm not sure. And they have it on their website, as well as you can find it on like Amazon, I believe. But I found it in Barnes & Noble. And they had a sale of buy 1 tin, get the Royal Wedding for $5. And so I've actually really been enjoying this tea. When I first smell it, I thought, ooh, that's strong. I don't know if I like that. But oh my gosh, with a little bit of fat-free half and half or soy milk, it is phenomenal. Oh my goodness. This one's not a good one. I'm going to show you some of the ones. Most of them, but that was the only exception I've seen. You can see a lot of the different, you can see this also in my review, but you can see like rose petals, cornflowers. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to allow you to see. So you can kind of see the rose petals and whatnot. And there you go. And oh my goodness, this tea is just phenomenal. I love this tea at night while I'm reading. It is just amazing. I recommend, if anything, see if you can't get yourself a cup from Barnes & Noble. They might have it at Starbucks, probably just Barnes & Noble though. And give yourself a cup. It's really good. And the last thing I've been enjoying is actually not a food item, but it is my Kindle. So Lauren, he has a Kindle that he got for Christmas a couple of years ago, and um, I was using his to read on some ebooks. Now I'm not a huge book reader. A book has to be very fast paced. It can't be slower. I just lose interest very quickly. But for some reason, I don't remember what got me started reading on there. I think I found something. I'm trying to remember. I think I found some type of. I love horror. I absolutely love horror stories. So I found an example of somebody. I think it was Lee Mountford. He did Deep in the Woods, the Woods Are Dark, something woods, kind of like Hills Have Eyes type of thing, and it was just phenomenal. It was fast paced. It was like 200 pages, and I absolutely loved it. So I got one of these on order where Amazon takes so much from my account every month. And I just, oh my goodness, I love this thing. So that has helped me to actually start reading in a good way of distraction, something I have with my tea at night. So try to see if and I never thought I'd be an ebook reader. Like I've tried to read on my phone before. Lauren had the Nook a long time ago, and I just thought it wasn't for me, but I gave it a try and I absolutely love it. Now I find that I'd rather read on that than an actual book, which is surprising for me. So there is that. So if you can think of any good books that are very fast paced, or especially horror novels, especially realistic horror novels. I'm not so much into